Hi, and welcome to Meals Ready to Eat. I'm your host, Sean Patterson, and today we're making enchiladas de Juan. Let's get started with the ingredients list. We're going to start off with some beef, some cheese, some salt, some vegetable oil, and of course some black pepper. We're also going to need some enchilada sauce and some taco sauce. For vegetables, we're going to need green onion, red onion, a head of iceberg lettuce, and to top off at the very end, you can also add some avocado if you like. The first thing you want to do is season your steak. Now on a shallow fry pan, put in about an inch worth of oil and turn on to medium heat. Then take the enchiladas and on one side brush them with some of the enchilada sauce with a pastry brush and place for 5 seconds on each side in the hot oil. Now do note that you're not actually trying to cook the tortilla shell, you're merely trying to saturate it with oil. Now once you've set aside all of your tortillas and saturated them with oil, you're going to actually toss your steak, which should be pre-sliced, into the hot oil. It's going to begin to cook very fast, and the thinner you slice it, the faster it cooks. And in fact, you do want it sliced very thinly. Here's the result. Now we're going to work on preparing the filling, and part of our filling is going to include some finely diced onion. So take the red onion. Be sure to avoid the middle, because if you cut into the middle of an onion, it will cause your eyes to tear up and make the whole cooking process a lot less fun. Okay, now for the green onion. I like to do all my vegetables at once. It makes for a cleaner working area. So we're going to cut off the ends of the green onion, and then we're just going to cut crosswise, horizontal, into small pieces. And as you'll notice later, we're not actually going to put this inside the tortillas. We're actually going to put them on top of the cheese and the enchilada sauce before we bake. Now chop the head of iceberg lettuce and set aside. Okay, now we're going to cut up the meat, which you should have set aside. By setting the meat aside after you cook it allows the meat to actually reabsorb some of the juices, and it prevents the juices from leaking out entirely onto your plate. Just chop that up as finely as you want. Now you're going to take some of the cheese and some of the red onion and some of the beef, and you're going to wrap them into the tortilla shell. So you'll take the enchiladas and you'll put them in a baking tray that is lined with aluminum foil, and the aluminum foil should be lightly coated in vegetable oil to keep everything from sticking during the baking process. Of course, you'll want to, on top of the tortillas, the enchiladas, you'll want to put the enchilada sauce, and then you want to top it with cheese and green onion. Then you're going to stick it in the oven. You're going to want to put in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. One of the ways you'll know that it's done and ready is that the cheese is going to be fully melted, and it's just going to look lovely. I recommend putting it on a bed of rice, topping it with lettuce, maybe some taco sauce, and the avocado that we mentioned earlier. Bon appetit. From Meals Ready to Eat, I'm Sean Patterson.